Hey everybody and welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel. Today we are going to take a closer look at a wonderful and very unique worker placement game called CHIMERA Station. So let's get down to the table and see what's inside the box. Okay, so let's open the box and see what we have inside. There's some dirt over here. What the hell is this? Okay, first of all, we have a player mats for each of the players. There's yellow, there's green, there's orange, and the purple. There is no blue player in this game, which is minus for me. I like blue players. I mean, it's not really a minus, but I really like playing with blue, and I hate that there's no blue here. No, hate is a strong word. I dislike it. Okay, let's continue. First of all, you get this sheet, your player sheet. Here you will keep your workers and your food, money, and your parts that you can interchange with your workers. And here are some abilities that you get by attaching those modules on your workers and whatnot. And there is also a B side, which gives you some special ability that you only have, that no other player has. And it's unique for each of the players, so they all each have different abilities depending on what color you play. Then we have a board, which is really cool board. Let me try and if you can see it all. Okay, you can see most of it. So over here you will build modules, and we'll get to these modules very soon. And you will place your workers on here and collect different stuff, and these are just bonuses that you get. These white things are just bonuses that you get if you build on that spot exactly. And there is some buildings right over here that you can go and get some claws and whatnot. And then there's here will be the buildings or modules that you will build here. There's also a lounge where your workers can go for food or money, or splicer thingy where you put your upgrades on workers, and this is just the round tracker. So it's very functional, very nice board, cool artwork, and it says CHIMERA Station on the back. Okay, then you have there is more than one language in this box. Then there is this buildable modules, and every one of those is explained here, so I won't go into details. This is the Spanish language, this is the English one. And then you have some rulebook, of course, which tells you how to set up the game. Rulebook is a bit wonky, I must say. I was a bit confused at first, but when you continue reading, everything gets very, very much clearer. So that's really okay. And here you have some module explanations and what they do, and some cards and what those cards do, and here is the explanation of each of the aliens that you can play, races, so their special abilities, what they do and whatnot. Okay, we spent enough time on that. Okay, so here are the buildings. There is some trench insert. I think they call it trench insert, but I threw it away. You really don't need it. So what you have is these buildings, and you have, as you can see, a ton of different buildings, much more than you really need, so it gives game really great replay value. And these just give you some more options where you can go on places, like for example you get 2 money and 1 money for each 2 technology you research through the gameplay. And this one just gives you points for every other player, and this one just gives you paid as much money as the round it is, and it gives you that many points depending on what round it is. This just improves its advanced laboratory, right? And you can, for 2 points, splice in here any module you want. I mean, I won't go through all of these, of course. So basically these give you some more options where you can go with your workers and do different stuff. Then you have cardboard money, 5, 3, and 1 point values. Nothing fancy. The cardboard, it's okay thickness, nothing extraordinary, but still very good. Then you get some cards in different languages, so we will skip through this big stack because we don't need this big stack, because we need this stack. And over here what we have, so we have some cards. These are just starting resource cards, which you will get at the start of the game, and they are double-sided because there is other language over here, but I need this one, English. And this is just the starting resources you get, and that's really nice. And then there are these player aids that you use for helping you to know which round it is, what can you do when you play the minion, and then there's splicing phase and feeding phase, and the new round begins. And then we have these cards. These cards will come out throughout the game more and more, and we have two types. We have the red ones, which are some unique ability that will give you some stuff throughout the game. And then there is these unique buildings that you can visit and do some extra stuff that no one else can do, because this is primarily somewhere around your sheet and nobody can use it except you. So these two types of buildings are here. It's really nice artwork. I really like these cool little aliens, thingies, workers, whatever they are. And you get plenty of these. And then we have some round track markers, first player tokens, some stuff that opens some extra stuff on the map. Nothing special, just some cardboard stuff. And of course, let's go with this. We have food, same as coins. These are little green hamburgers, and pretty solid, decent thickness cardboard, really cool. And then we have workers. Okay, I won't show you each color. Let's go with yellow. So what you get are 6 of these guys. I think 6 or 8. No, 6. 6 of these guys. And as you can see, you can put them together like so. And what they do, you will put these upgrades on them, and you will just dismantle them and put another upgrade and put head on it. I'll show you in a moment. I just want to show you that this is really nice made. Sometimes they go like really hard in, but they are really easy to disassemble. At first you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna break it, but you really won't. They're really sturdy and well made. And you get, as I told you, 6 of these guys. And then there are these different parts. So for example, you have these leaves that you can attach on, and you attach it like so, and then do it like this. And now this guy is feeding himself. He's probably nibbling on his little leafy arms, so he doesn't require any more hamburgers for the end of the game. If by some chance you lose this part, then you have to feed him again. And you can always put multiple stuff on it, like for example, you can go with something like this. You can never build more than 2 upgrades on your worker. So now this guy can chase off other guys from the places where he wants to go, and then he has tentacles, so he can get some extra food or money collecting because it's sticking to his tentacles. It's like very thematic, you could say. And there's one last, as you can see, I'm disassembling them really quickly. And there's also these brains, and if you have brains, you can earn some extra victory points when you go on some places and where you want to do some stuff. And that's everything that's in a box. There's some rules in other languages, but I already showed you rulebook, so there's no need for this one. Okay, so that was Chimera Station, and I must say, at first I was really not that wowed with this game, but after a few plays I really start to see what the game has to offer, and I really like that. That very unique aspect where you build different modules on your workers, so they have tentacles to grab some extra stuff, or they have brains so they work smart, not hard. And all that customization of your workers, and each of us go a different route. Some of us were going with those leaves, but if you put them in a double, like double leaves, then not that you just feed your worker, but you feed other workers with it. It's like you don't have to worry about food anymore in the game. But I really like tentacles and the claws, so I can push off other workers, and there is a card that gives you ability to gain whatever they receive from launch if you push them off with claws. So you go with that route. It's really interesting game. I like the concept of it. It has some really nice replay value to it, because each of us are playing very different games. And there is A side and B side of the player mat where you get some special abilities, which is really cool. I like that when games do that. What's it called? I'm missing the word. Variable player powers. I really like variable player powers in games. And I think you should definitely check this one out. It's really great game. It goes fast. It goes like really fast. And it's really interesting and engaging. And that plastic that you connect your workers with, that parts, they're really hefty, sturdy plastic, so they will not break. You have to be really strong to break some of these. And it's really great quality made overall. And definitely check it out, Chimera Station. And if you have tentacles or brains or claws or all of that, or maybe not, check some of my other videos right over there. And if you want to subscribe and don't miss on giveaways and stuff I do around this channel, there is a subscription button right down there. Until next time. Pozdrav!